everybody. I'm Larry Ridley. Welcome to Madden 18 on EA Sports. Today's matchup should be interesting. The Niners are top 10 in converting on third down, and they'll be up against the Seahawks defense that wants to get off the field.
Larry, we are down the peninsula from San Francisco as you get a look inside modern Levi's Stadium in Santa Clara. The scene a short time ago, this crowd, they love their 49ers, and they were in full roar as their guys burst out of the locker room. And we're ready for football as the 49ers get set to do battle with Russell Wilson and the Seattle Seahawks. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. Here's Hoyer. And his first pass here is going to fall incomplete. Ten yards still left on second down. First carry for Carlos Hyde. He'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 23.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Forcing completion on first down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on second.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
A tough spot here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 7. Hoyer. Looking for Garcon, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the all-pro free safety, Earl Thomas. And the return will stop right around the 25. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the first quarter.
Too many ones in this play. First quarter, first drive, first interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts. And a great spot to start this drive from here. Here's Thomas Rawls with his first carry. And his first carry, he loses the football. And the ball ends up out of bounds, so it'll be a loss on the play.
Now I have to admit, partner, that I've often thought that I don't like this rule, where the offensive player fumbles the ball, it goes out of bounds, and they get to keep it.
That's just because you're a defensive guy. That's why you don't like it.
Yeah, you're right. It is a slanted view, isn't it?
But this is where, for the offensive team, the sideline is their friend. Usually it's not their friend.
Yeah, exactly right. I actually played for a guy in college. You know what he used to name the sideline? Sammy. Sammy sideline, and use him well.
Give him 2 yards that time, and it's going to leave him with a 3rd and 11 situation. From the gun, it's Wilson. Throwing the out route, incomplete. It's Baldwin. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th. On now, it's Blair Walsh as he'll try the field goal here. On the left hash mark, this a 38-yard attempt. And Walsh able to convert it as his kick is good. And the Seahawks grab a 3-0 lead. So after the pick, they can't capitalize for 6, but they do get 3.
And I know in this situation, most of us want to focus on the offense. You know what side of the ball I played on. Let's give that defense a lot of credit, taking it over in a sudden change situation and shutting them down.
The 49ers offense now, they get set to head back on the field. Here's Hyde as they begin on the ground. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down. Second down, Hyde. And he will lose yardage on the play. Back at his own 19-yard line. He lost 2 there, and it's third down.
And frankly, Brandon, we're talking about things I'm not sure we ever thought we'd talk about in the NFL. And a lot of that is the speed at the linebacker position. A lot of these guys in college, they were safeties. They moved them up to outside linebacker to combat the spread offenses, and now we're seeing it in the NFL. Those same guys using their speed to make plays in the backfield, similar to that one.
And with a 3rd and 14, we have 6 defensive backs out there now defensively.
Let's go!
They just do get the play off as he'll look to throw. And that one drops incomplete as he got popped as he was throwing it. It's been this way most of the afternoon, hasn't it? This secondary really put this receiving core on lockdown.
Listen, they've worked together like a basketball team that's playing excellent defense. Great communication, doesn't matter whether it's man or zone. And especially against deep balls, as we saw there, they're not giving up anything to them.
There, this punt will go out of bounds. I think it'll be inside the 25, and it will. Right at the 24-yard line is where they'll spot it. And Seattle now ready to march out of the field. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left.
More football.
We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team. And that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak could have them out of the playoffs, so they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them. On second down, Rawls. So he loses 3 yards there. Now third down.
That's a really good job right there. Just kept stringing that play out, pushing him further and further towards the sideline. Really good fundamentals by that defense.
He was trying to put his foot in the ground and turn upfield. He just couldn't.
No, they really had a picket fence in front of him. No room to find to get upfield.
3rd and long. It's Wilson. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the safety, Eric Reed. And they'll start with great field position at the 41-yard line. First down, a run with Hyde. Got some real estate inside the 30. And he's going to get this inside the 30. A good gain of 14 there, and it moves the chains.
I think we saw some of the best qualities of Carlos Hyde on that run. Able to pick up something there, being physical running the football. But I think he's got really good vision and great feet. He's going to be the key to this offense really being revitalized.
Looks like the defense in press coverage here. Now Hoyer. And the Seahawk defense gets to him, and they bring him down. Cliff Averill in there to drop him for his 5th sack of the year.
Sometimes I watch games and wonder why they use play fakes on certain passing situations, because it's not going to fool anyone. I don't know if that was the case here, but the end result was the same. No one fooled. The quarterback was hit.
Hoyer going to hand it off to Hyde. And nothing doing here as this time the run maybe gets him back to the line of scrimmage, but that's it. No gain on the play this time, and it'll be a 3rd and long situation coming up. And some secondary help here for the defense in the nickel on 3rd and long.
Set. No. Check. Patriot. Gun.
They'll need to get the play off quickly. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete. Robbie Gould on now to try the field goal. This will be kicked from the 42. It's a 52-yard attempt. And the 12-year veteran knocks it right through, and that will tie us at 3-3. And with that last field goal, that puts him now at 300 made on his career, and that is something to celebrate.
And that puts him in the top 30 all time. So he's really made a mark, and he's got plenty of life left in that leg, that's for sure.
This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Here come the Seahawks now, set to take over on offense. It's been an awfully slow start for them. This is their 3rd possession. They don't have a first down yet.
So that means they have to change up what they're doing, and for some teams, it's a change in tempo, usually moving it to more up-tempo type of an offense, just to try and change their fortunes right now. What they've been doing so far isn't working. Maybe they'll do that.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Picked off by the former first-rounder Jimmy Ward. And into the end zone. A pick 6 for the 49er D as they score the touchdown. Yes, the old tip drill works to perfection there.
You're bringing back great memories. Used to love that drill. And a lot of times in practice, you work on it, not just one tip, but multiple tips, just in case the ball stays in the air for a while. Have an awareness and the ability to go up and grab it, and then you want to get some blocking support and end up in the opposite end zone.
In that tip drill, what do you yell?
For us, it was Oski. Okay, Oski was an interception.
For different teams.
Different teams have different ways of doing it. I've heard bingo, jackpot. The worst I ever heard, though, was Frankenstein. You don't want it to be a three-syllable word.
Yeah.
You want to get it right down and go. Oski is really the preferred word.
Oski. Back to the air, Wilson after the pick 6. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down.
Even the greats in this game, and he certainly qualifies as one of them, they're going to have trouble if they continue to throw into double coverage.
He better be careful. Throwing into too much double coverage might have a couple of them picked off. 2nd down now after the incompletion. And getting a look at the Wildcat here. A running play for Rawls. And that formation won't yield much here as he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Calling no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a 3rd down. Alongside my broadcast partner, Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin hits the Seahawks with a football to begin quarter number 2. They've got it 3rd and 10 here to start things out. Off the fake to Lacey, here's Wilson. And the Niners get there and bring him down. DeForest Buckner in there to get him, and that's sack number 6 for him on the year. Now John Ryan, 12th year in the league, on to punt it away. As the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. Taking on the midfield logo. Just a 30-yard punt that time. And the Niners set up well. They take over 1st and 10 on the short side of the field. Well, if you haven't got enough football this Thanksgiving weekend, there's still more to come. Tonight,
yes,
you're pumped up. It's 2 of the most storied franchises in NFL history doing battle, the Packers and Steelers from Heinz Field. Then tomorrow night, more. Wrap up your Cyber Monday with the Texans at the Ravens from Baltimore.
Man, is it time to start shopping already?
Just go online, man. I said Cyber Monday. Click, click, click. They run it again with Hyde. Give him 2 yards that time, and it's going to leave him with a 3rd and 11 situation.
He was hoping to get to the edge, but they did a really nice job of forcing him back inside. That's excellent fundamental defensive football. Don't let them outside where they can really shred your defense.
The Niners on 3rd down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 11.
Here we go now. Green, 3. No. Check, Patriot.
We got 3.
Leopard.
They'll drop to throw. It's brought in by Floyd. And he's able to pick up the 1st down here before he goes down at the 26. A solid gain of 15 yards, and the sticks move.
Let's go.
Now a run with Hyde. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. Now, they had the box stacked. That run was going nowhere from the start.
And when you say stacked, you really mean it, don't you? Because when you're talking about a 46 defense, commonly known as the Bear defense, you're covering up the guys inside, and you're allowing other people to get in there close to the line of scrimmage. Usually an 8-man front. That's difficult to block for an offense. On that play, the defense won in a big way. No gain at all.
And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. They give him 14 yards that time and a fresh set of downs.
All right, here we go. 3-19.
Back to throw now on 1st down. And he's going to drop this off to his fullback. And across the chalk into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown. Check his 2nd touchdown on the season, and the 49ers add 6 to their lead. It's up and good, and that makes it 17-3. Gold now out to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have stayed where he was, as he'll only get back to the 16-yard line. The Seahawks offense now, they get ready to head back onto the field. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of 1st downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. They go play action here on 1st down. And this is caught. It's Jimmy Graham. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. Give him 11 yards that time and a new set of downs. 1st down, this is Rawls. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up 2nd down.
With the struggles we're seeing up front for the offense today, they've got to think about changing up their play calling. Some screens, some draws, some quick-hitting plays in order to try and supplement the run game. You don't totally abandon it, but you try and give it a little bit of help. One thing I can say pretty safely, that route is not called if you don't have a guy who can throw the ball and put some mustard on it. Because if you're going to lollipop it in the middle of the field, bad things usually happen. It takes a strong-arm guy who can rifle it in there, and they were able to successfully complete that one.
A Seahawk 1st down. Wilson to his big target, Graham. Off the play fake to Rawls. Wilson. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. Second down. The tight end, Luke Wilson, was the target. And it's second down. Here's Wilson. Going to throw again. Out to the right here to Wilson. And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. The reception good for 7. It's third down. 2 minutes to play here in the first half. Back with more after this. The Seahawks on third down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. Here it's 3rd and 3. From midfield now, here's Wilson. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. Good defense holds him to only a yard, and it'll be 4th down. Wilson trying to urge his guys to go faster and get set at the line. 4th down, here's Wilson. And Wilson's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. And it's the former Seahawk, Malcolm Smith. And he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line.
Offensively, when you see cover 2, the thought has to go through the quarterback's head. Drive the football when making throws. It's not just the deep guys covering. It's the guys underneath you have to be careful of. Drive your throw. Otherwise, you see what results? Interceptions.
They start the drive with Hyde. And the hole closes quickly. He gets it across the 35 to the 36-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
Well, they held him to a short gain on that one, and it almost felt like on that first run, they were trying to just throw the jab at him. So how do you stop a jab? Get closer and smother it, just as they did on that last play.
They'll look to throw here. Pressure comes. He's taken down by the Seahawk defense. And now the Seahawks are going to take a timeout here on defense. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. The Niners on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 14. Back to throw. Going for the deep ball. And that's caught inside the 35. And he is down deep into Seattle territory. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. And now inside the red zone, the offense will operate.
Watch it now. Here we go. Hurry up. Here we go.
They'll run. Hyde. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. And give him 5 that time as they draw a bit closer here for a 2nd and goal.
Well, it's been the air game that's taken them down on this drive before they finally turned around and handed it off on the last play.
And now they're looking for the big boys to get him in the end zone. Couldn't do it there.
It'll be interesting to see. Offensive lines had to pass block a lot on this drive. Will they be able to revert?
And across the goal line into the end zone. Touchdown 49ers. Carlos Hyde. Touchdown number 15 of the year. And the 49ers add on to their lead. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21 points. Gold now out to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. The Seahawks offense now, they get set to go back to work. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you've got to figure if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk.
Pressure comes, and Wilson's going to go down. Lynch in there to get him, and that's sack number 6 for him on the year. On second down, here's Wilson. And he's able to get up here to the 26. They'll wind up getting 10 back there as it'll leave them with a 3rd and 5.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's in the game. So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And now running right through it. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. The Seahawks offense now, they get ready to come back onto the field. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them.
But if these guys are going to chop into that deficit, they're going to have to do a much better job in the run game. Caught behind the line of scrimmage, no yardage to be found.
They go again with Rawls. And a little spin cycle, room to run now. And he gets this one all the way up to the 40-yard line. That good for 22 and a first down.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him. I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
They'll lose a yard, and it brings up 3rd.
Oftentimes when you're not winning at the point of attack for an offensive line, maybe they're getting out physical. Spread things out a little bit.
And down he goes. The 49ers get there. Eric Armstead in there to drop him for a loss of 10. And it'll be 4th and long. Here's John Ryan now as he'll punt it away for the second time. And a great job on special teams to down it, as this will be marked out inside the 5-yard line. Here's a look at the 49ers offense as they make their way out for their first possession of the second half. They were able to get the ball back here, didn't surrender any points. Now they'll look to add to that lead.
Hey, how about the boost the defense gave them? Going right out on the field, shutting them down, not giving up any points, and turning the ball back over. They want to do their part now and show them a little respect and some gratitude by scoring some points.
And to get a little more cushion. Play clock winding down. They'll try to fire up the running game with Hyde. And he's brought down, but not before they get it across the 20-yard line. He got 18 yards out of that one, and it gets him a new set of downs. So the offense has it 1st and 10.
Let's go.
They run again with Hyde on 1st. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
I know they've got to be careful not to go to the well too often, but it's a fine line, isn't it? Because sometimes, if you've got success, you want to just keep pounding away.
But no success there. They rallied quickly on the defensive end.
Let's go.
They'll set up a throw. And this one's incomplete. He was trying to find Ladarius Green there as tight end. And it's 3rd down. The Niners on 3rd down. 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 11.
Hurry up, here we go.
He'll look to throw. Looking for Green, and it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line. They needed a break. They needed to make a play here in the 3rd quarter defensively. They did that. Now they got to go quickly and get some points on the board.
And the best part is that they made their own break. Taking the ball away. Now they just look at their offense and saying, guys,
let's go.
Come on, capitalize on this one.
After the interception, here's Wilson trying to lay one up deep. So they took a shot on 1st down but couldn't connect. They have not gotten him going at all. Tried to spark something there with a longer throw, unable to complete it.
But you have to keep trying. He's one of their best playmakers. No matter what it says on the scoreboard, you're always trying to get him the football.
Second and 10 now, Wilson. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Snags it for the pick. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offense coordinator, the quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run.
Now let's go. 3-19.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Airing it deep for Garcon. And it's incomplete. Boy, he doesn't drop many like that one. 2nd down.
On every offensive coordinator, every play caller sheet, they have about 5 or 6 plays per game that they call shot plays or big plays. And you don't get many opportunities to dial them up, and they just did, and they drop it with a great chance to make a big play. That's going to hurt.
And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line.
Michael Bennett's versatility, being able to play any position along the defensive front, allows him to make those types of plays. He finds good matchups and gets into the offensive backfield.
And there it works for a tackle for loss. The Niners on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd and 14.
Leopard, set, 3-19.
They'll set up to throw. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down. Here's Bradley Pinion now, standing just outside his own goal line. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. And this will get inside the 20 and be touchdown just outside of the 15-yard line. And the Seahawks get ready to trot out on the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be second down.
Let's face it, if you want to get back into the game, these are the kind of throws you got to hit. He's wide open right there. Got to be able to get it to him, don't you think?
And those are the throws that haven't been available to them every time he's dropped a pass. Yeah, that's a big miss. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. Now Wilson on second down. And now here's another interception. Picked up by the former first-rounder Jimmy Ward. And he's going to return it. To the 21-yard line. And they'll start this drive with very good field position.
All right, here we go. Watch it now. Over.
Now a play fake here on first down. Oh, he can't hang on. That was a dream chance for any D lineman to possibly get a pick. But instead it falls down incomplete. Offense looking to avoid a 3rd and long. It's 2nd and 10.
Here we go. Green 39.
Looking to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And avoids the contact by sliding. The improv act there, good for 9. And now they'll be looking at a 3rd and short. 3rd and 1.
Well, he did a nice job keeping his eyes downfield, waiting for someone to get open. But once the pressure forced his eyes down to see the rush, it was time to make a break for it.
The Niners on 3rd down, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. They'll run it. Here's Hyde. And he's able to pick up the first down before he's tackled right at the 10. They only got 2, but that was enough as they'll convert to make it 1st and goal. Fresh set of downs here.
Here we go. Green 39. Green 30.
Again, it's Hyde. And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. He'll get 2 out of that run, and it's going to bring up a 2nd and goal.
You know how we get focused at end of the half and into the game situations about how much time's on the board and, you know, what you need to do? Sometimes you don't even have to worry about that. That's just smart football. You know, that kind of a lead, staying in bounds, it burns clock, even in a situation that we're not really focused on it.
Here's Hoyer. And he hauls it in the end zone. Touchdown, San Francisco. Ladarius Green, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Niners take advantage of field position on the turnover to cash this one in. And that'll increase their lead to 28. Gold now out to kick it away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line. And out now come the Seahawks. They've got to dig down deep. I mean, they need something right now, really anything to cling on to. This offense has struggled.
Partner, join me in a walk to their locker room at the half, okay? Because I think what we would have seen is an offensive coordinator and his assistant coaches getting together all their positions, then coming together as a group, going over adjustments, and then the head coach coming in and just screaming, wake up. Yeah. Let's get moving, guys.
I'm kind of glad we weren't in there at halftime, actually.
I mean, you think you might have turned it on us, too?
Yeah, but right now, whatever was said hasn't been working. And the offense behind the chains here a touch on 2nd and 11.
Let's go.
From the gun, it's Boykin. He rifles, and now on the pitch, the ball's loose. And now this is scooped up by the 49ers. And it's a big turnover there on the final play of the quarter. Back now here in Santa Clara. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4. Really nice starting field position here for the offensive unit.
I got you. All right, here we go.
Now it's the fullback. This is Kyle Juszczyk. Open space inside the 10. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. Possible run anticipation here as the D-line sandwiches together.
Hurry up, here we go.
Hoyer. He's going to get this one out to his fullback. Oh, and now he bowls him over. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. They get a good chunk of that penalty yardage back. A gain of 15. 2nd down. So they're operating in the red zone. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And the Seahawk defense gets to him and they bring him down. Sheldon Richardson breaking through to get him for a loss of 7. The Niners on 3rd down. They've converted 3 times in 8 chances. This is 3rd and 11.
Hurry up, here we go.
Now back to throw. And he overshot him there. It's out of bounds, incomplete. 4th quarter, you've got the big lead. If you're coaching, Charles, you still taking shots like that downfield?
I'd be a little more concerned with running some clock and making sure you're taking care of the lead, because you keep flinging it around, you throw a couple of picks, you can put yourself in jeopardy. Everything looked good. Good snap, good hold. Sometimes, though, the ball just doesn't want to go where you want it, and this one winds up no good.
They begin the drive with Lacey. He takes this from the 30 to the 34.
Well, they certainly got dented with that 1st down run, so now they've got to be back on their heels a little bit as a defense.
Second down following the run. Again, it's Lacey. And he'll get 2, maybe 3 up near the 37.
I once had a defensive player in the NFL tell me, if I beat and dominate the guy across from me, I'm helping my team. Well, winning one-on-one battles is always a part of the game, but when you have good team defense, as we just saw there, one broken tackle, but he didn't get away because the rest of the guys arrived to put him on the ground.
And he's got the 1st down as he's up to the 45-yard line. It goes as a gain of 8, and it moves the chains.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. And I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there. I'm going to tackle this guy. By the fourth quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down fourth quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. And his rough afternoon continues. He's going nowhere again. No gain on the play there. Second down. And the trend continues here in the fourth like it was in the first, second, and third. He's had nowhere to run.
And you're probably thinking to yourself, why do they keep feeding him the football? Well, they trust him first and foremost. They do believe that over time he might actually pop one of these runs. The bottom line is he takes care of the ball well for them, so they'll keep handing it to him.
It's a loss of 2, now third down.
Oh, partner, that play brought back memories. Watching them string it out, letting the runner get all the way to the sideline area, but not letting him get out of bounds. They formed that picket fence and didn't allow him through.
Not only that, got him for a loss as well here. And one of the reasons they lead in the fourth quarter, plays like that.
Yeah, it took a little more time off the clock, making him do it that way, didn't they?
That'll make it fourth down after a loss of 1.
We just saw another example of how the defense is winning this game. Really at the point of attack, the offensive line's just getting pushed around. I think now as a play caller, you got to give them a little bit of help. Maybe you keep your tight ends a little bit more. Maybe the running backs help you a little bit with the pass blocking. But you got to help them get some confidence because you can't abandon the play calling right now.
Well, that'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And the Niners are going to take possession, albeit deep in their own territory. The 49ers getting set to trot out there. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup? Let him get some time.
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row that were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And in each instance...
And all the ball's out. Hyde fumbled it.
Wow. That ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. Now Hoyer. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off by the all-pro free safety, Earl Thomas. And it's a huge return as he brings us all the way back down to the 15-yard line. And that interception sets them up beautifully already in the red zone.
And you can hear it all the way up here. Oski, everyone turned to block, find the spot, and now they're set up inside the red zone for their offense.
And a great spot to start this drive from here.
Here we go. Flex round.
Here's Rawls. And they get to him quickly here as he's stopped right around the 13. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Partner, you know I love to point out when teams break tendency and do something a little bit different from the norm. But when you run the ball in the first play of the drive, that's not a tendency breaker at all. That's just trying to establish yourself as you move forward.
They stay on the ground. Rawls again. He's going to get 4 out of this as he's down to the 10-yard line. The Seahawks on third down. They've struggled to the tune of 2 for 8 so far. This will be 3rd and 5. They'll run. This is Lacy. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. Eddie Lacy, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Seahawks capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. And he puts this one through. It makes our score 31-10. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. Now a hit and a loose football. And they're going to take over right there at the 22-yard line. And careless with a football there on the kick return.
And one thing I love about going to practices is trying to get around coaches and hear their catchphrases and what they really emphasize. We haven't been to a single one yet this year where a guy fielding a kick, you don't hear, tuck it away, tuck it away, tuck it away. And this time, they turned it over.
Ball security eluded him. And he'll at least get him inside the red zone here, down to about the 19. And the next snap coming inside the red zone here.
Here we go.
They stay on the ground. This time it's Lacey. And they'll get him down right around the 16. 3 yards on the pickup. That's going to set up an interesting third and about 4 to go.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
Just a yard on the run there, and that's going to bring us to a 4th down. And they're going to at least line up to go for it here on 4th down.
Here we go. Ryan 38.
Here we go with Lacey. And boy, this is going to be close. That mark looks a little short, and he didn't get there. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And you can just about put this one in the win column for the 49ers. And San Francisco gets set to go here. They have the big lead here late. They protected their home turf well, didn't they?
They certainly did, partner. And just think about how good that feels because every team has a goal when they start the year to win at home. All right, and sometimes you don't win all of them, but they managed to get that done today. Just think about your routine stays the same. Everything's familiar. You feel right going into the game, and they translated that into a win.
They did indeed. They protected the home field, and now the final stages. And after the play on the ground, that brings up 2nd down here.
Hurry up, here we go. 3-19.
Carry number 20 here for Hyde. And now running right through him. And he'll do a nice job here just to fight his way back to the line of scrimmage. And now the Seahawks are going to call another timeout. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. The Niners on 3rd down. They've converted a third of their opportunities, 3 for 9. This is 3rd and 4.
Green 39. Green 39.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he goes nowhere. He'll lose yardage back at the 17. And a timeout here. Timeout taken, whistles blown. Timeout taken by the receiving team. That'll be their 3rd and final stoppage here as we step aside. The punt team on now as Pinion sends this one away. Now it's Lockett. A good return there. Call it 13 yards. And possession will change here with very little time remaining in this contest. Now Boykin on 1st down. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up on a former first-rounder, Jimmy Ward. And the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line. And give him now 4 interceptions in this game. That's only the 3rd time this has been done since the year 2000.
I think that tells you how much better teams have gotten at throwing the football. So if you go all the way back to 1960, 12 times before that, there have been guys who've gotten 4 interceptions or more in a game. I mean, most recently, since 2000, Delta O'Neal, and D'Angelo Hall.
And he'll take this for a short gain on what will prove to be the...
Oh, boy, I know you felt that one. I know you felt that one.